Good morning, everyone. Today we'll start our first unit, the basic concept of management. Already in the first class, I had told you what actually management is with certain examples and why management is very important in not only in the firms and organizations or in the companies, but in our everyday life also. Management is very important part. Management is also called as a controlling. So controlling of anything is very important, and it is very necessary, so that whatever you are actually planning, everything happen in a one way, so that any uncertainty doesn't happen. Uncertainty means you will be expecting something and something else will happen. So in order to avoid such kind of problems, we have to have a proper concept of a management. So this concept of management, if you see, there are actually different kinds of people who has actually revolutionized this concept of management, and they have actually given different definitions of the management. In them, two important people are there, and you can say father of management, like that. So two important person are there in this management strategy. One person is F.W. Taylor, and second person is Henry Fayol. These are actually the two important persons who has actually given the concept of this management. Along with these two, some other persons are also there who have also given different definitions for the management. Apart from this one, some other people we have, like Mary Parker Fallett. So this women, and along with this women, another person, Harold Cones. All these four people, they have actually given different definitions for the management. According to Taylor, F.W. Taylor, he says that the management is actually an art of knowing what you wanted to do, and then seeing that they do it in the best and the cheapest way. Means what you wanted to do, what is your idea, what is your plan. So the art of knowing, you know what you wanted to do, that you have to make it into an action. You have everything in your mind, you are putting it into an action form. That is called as a art of knowing what you wanted to do, and then seeing what is actually the result which you are waiting. It will be the best one, and hence whatever methods you are following to fulfill your desire, that must happen in a cheapest way. So the management is the art of knowing what you wanted to do, and then seeing that they do it in the best and also in the cheapest way. According to Henry Fayol, he says that management is actually to forecast and to plan. He says that to manage means it is to forecast and plan, and then to organize, command, coordinate, and control. So these five aspects are being included by Fayol. So Henry says that management is to forecast. What is forecasting? Means predicting the future. What will be the future if you are going to, or if you are gonna to follow this plan? What will happen? Whether you will succeed or whether you will not succeed. And depending on that forecasting, you have to plan yourself properly. See, forecast and plan are interrelated. Sometimes we plan and then we go for forecasting. Sometimes we forecast the future and then according to that we modify our plan. So both these are interrelated to each other. And according to that, you will organize your plans your way so that you will be having a very smooth command over your plans or program, and proper coordination and controlling is also very important. So 5-6 aspects he is giving. One, he is telling forecast. Second, he is telling plan. Third, he is actually telling organize. And fourth, he is saying command. Fifth, he is saying coordinate. And sixth, he is saying control. So all these concepts, 6 different points are being included by Henry. So forecast and a plan. Then properly you have to organize your plan. Proper command over command means how you are doing. Okay, that is called as a command. And coordinate and control. Let's see this one in a example. See, for example, a company is there. In a company, manager will be there. So if any project is being given to that particular company, and now the manager has to first of all, he has to keep these 2 things in mind, that is forecast and plan. He has to plan himself that how he wanted to do the project work. What is his plan? And then he has to analyze his plan. That means he has to think about his plan, and then he has to once analyze the plan by having a forecasting. That means what will be the result if I do like this? That is called as a forecasting. So after that he will organize. That means one by one, step by step, he will see how I am going to do this project. Then to whom I have to give this. Some eligible candidates or good employees who are very talented, skilled, to them he will be giving the project. So he will try to organize that. He will try to interact with the employee so that he can share his plan and he can share his ideas regarding the particular project. And then he will give the command to them. That means you do this project like this. You do these projects with this modification. Frequent checkups is also very important. So that in that case, commanding is very important. Proper commanding will definitely give a good results. For example, in the army, the defense people, generally the commander play very important role. The commander is the person who command his batches what to do, how to do in a war or in a battle. So likewise, the soldiers will listen and they will do their work. So in the same way, in a company, this manager, he should have a proper command over what he wanted to say, and the command what he is actually doing, the commandment what he is giving, that must be properly understandable by the employees. So what will happen when the command is proper? Automatically there will be good coordination. You can move to the 5th point. When coordination is there, that means when commandment is actually proper, pronunciation is proper, skill is there, everything is completely given, commanded by the manager, then coordination will be there. So when proper coordination is there among the manager and the colleagues, that means the employees, definitely the project will be in a control. That means everybody is actually working at a one roof. One roof means in one company they are working in order to fulfill only one goal. So when you are working along with everyone, definitely you will be having a control on that particular project. And hence, as a result, what will happen? You will be successful in finishing of the particular project. Like this, the manager and the employees will be functioning within themselves by following all these steps. Without following all these steps, you cannot actually go for any kind of, or you cannot expect any kind of a positive results. Then according to Mary Parker Pallet, what she says that management is the art of getting things done through people. The same sentence, what I'm telling is, it is applicable to all these things. It's the art of getting things done through people. That means in the company, different people will be there, employees will be there. One will be doing, one will be working in the financial department, one will be in the HR department, some will be personal secretary, someone will write what is actually included in all this project work. So different employees will be there who are working along with each other for completing the one goal. So the art of getting things done through people. So through people, when you are actually fulfilling your goal, it's nothing but the management. And according to Harold Kuhns, he says that the art of getting things done through others and with the formally organized groups. The opinion of Fallett and Kuhns are same. So both of them are telling the same thing. That means the art of doing or art of getting things done through other people. But one more point he has added, with the formally organized groups. So everything must be organized. Without organization, you cannot actually expect any kind of a good results. So management is actually the process of conducting a set of functions. It involves planning, they have properly organization or proper organizing with the staffing, directing and controlling. So at the workplace, definitely all these play very important role. When all these are actually functioning properly, definitely there is a efficient manner of working and working or any kind of a good atmosphere of working you can actually see. So simply management is an art of getting things done through all the people in a well organized groups or well organized people. And this management is actually purposeful. It's a purposeful goal. So without all these steps what I have said, you cannot go for any kind of a management. You cannot do any kind of a management. Let's move to the concept of management. So management is actually a purposeful goal directed activity which is actually concerned with the objectives and goals of a company, and its presence is actually felt in the form of a result. What actually is the basic idea of a company that will actually give the particular result? Management actually works when there is a teamwork and coordination among the specialized efforts. So the management acts, you can see in anywhere, as I told you in the first class, that it may be in every day-to-day life, or it may be in the hospitals, or it may be any kind of a company. So optimal utilization of a man, material, the money and machineries and other kind of a methods are also involved, are also included in this management concept. So I'm talking about when the management you are seeing at the factory level and in the production levels. So when productions are happening, it may be anything, dairy products, it may be any kind of a sugar factories like that. You can see there is a utilization of a man, then that is a labor work will be there. Materials, that means what kind of a raw materials have been brought for the production. Raw materials means it's nothing but the starting material from which you will get the finishing products. So raw materials, for example, the raw milk. The raw milk you cannot drink, that is actually the raw material. From that you will get the finished goods. Of course the milk you will be getting the same thing, but it is first raw, which will be converted into pasteurized or homogenized milk form. That is your finished product. Money, for production purpose, investment also play very important role. Without money, without any kind of investment, the factory cannot work or run. And then machine, lot of investment is necessary, especially on these machines So all these four, along with this, the methods which are being employed comes under the concept of management in case of a factory or in case of a productions. So it is the main function of a management to properly frame the goal and objectives, and also what are actually the policies of the organization, policies for the organization is very important. And management is actually the rule making and rule enforcing body. What kind of a rules they wanted to make for the smooth production purposes. So management is a network of relationships between the superior, manager, the employees, etc. like this. And management, if you talk about in general sense, it can come or it can be seen in different disciplines. Like in the psychology, you can see the management, sociology, anthropology, in the economics or in the statistics, histories, every subject if you see, the concept of management will definitely emerge. So this management is a very important concept if you see this case in everywhere. And the term management can be interpreted in several different kinds of ways. So management as an activity. Management as an activity. So management is an activity, is it or not? Because how the company is functioning means it is nothing but the activity. Every day, for example, say you have woke up early morning, the next thing brushing, breakfast, and getting ready for college or studying, like that, you an activity. What is this? Sometimes some will ask you, what is your everyday activity? What is your day's activities? What you will do? So management is also one kind of activity. So it also involves like teaching, telling, guiding, all those. So as an activity, management has been defined as the art of getting all the things through other people and with well or in a well organized form. And management is a group activity where manager to do achieve the objectives of a group. The basic objective of the management is actually fulfilled by the manager or the superior, and it involves the interpersonal activities. So interpersonal activities. Interpersonal activities, what kind of a interpersonal work is actually being done within the particular company? What kind sort of a work is being done within that particular organization? It's nothing but interpersonal activity and decisional activities. What kind of a decisions you will be taking when a particular work is being given to you and informative? What kind of information you are actually having regarding that particular work? All these three will form a one activity in case of this management. And if you see the management as a process, management as a process, if you see, why actually we have to consider this management as a process? Because it involves a series of a functions or a series of a interrelational functions. What are those interrelational functions? They will be planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. All these aspects are a process. Everything comes in one way. So planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, all these are the functional process of a management. And These also are laying a basic foundation of an organization, for any organization to work.